Backdoors and encrypted police. We were talking about spying on the police the other day. We were talking about how you could spy on the police legally in the United States of America. Peanut butter bagel, not too bad. A backdoor in the Tetra radios. This is going to be good.
Researchers find backdoor in encrypted police and military radios. The Tetra standard is used in radios worldwide. Security researchers have found multiple vulnerabilities in the underlying cryptography and its implementation, including issues that allow for the decryption of traffic, hacking, disinformation. A group of cybersecurity researchers has uncovered what they believe.
How good is this?
Researchers find backdoor in encrypted police and military radios. A group of cybersecurity researchers has uncovered what they believe is an intentional backdoor in encrypted radios used by police, military, and critical infrastructure entities around the world. The backdoor may have existed for decades, potentially exposing a wealth of sensitive information transmitted across them, according to the researchers. While the researchers framed their discovery as a backdoor, the organization responsible for maintaining the standard pushes back against that specific term and says the standard was designed for export controls which determine the strength of encryption. The end result, however, are radios with traffic that can be decrypted using consumer hardware like an ordinary laptop in under a minute. There's no other way in which this can function than that this is an intentional backdoor, Joss Wetzels, one of the researchers from cybersecurity firm Midnight Blue, told Motherboard in a phone call. The research is the first public and in-depth analysis of the terrestrial trunked radio, Tetra, standard in the more than 20 years the standard has existed. Not all users of Tetra-powered radios use the specific encryption algorithm called TEA1, which is impacted by the backdoor. TEA1 is part of the Tetra standard approved for export to other countries. But the researchers also found other, multiple vulnerabilities across Tetra that could allow historical decryption of communications and de-anonymization.
Hold up. I'm going to use the extension so I can pause easier. Okay, like we were talking about yesterday, usually encryption borrows its security from concepts we call confusion and diffusion. Confusion and diffusion, for those of you who don't know, here I'll show you. This is going to be easier. Confusion, diffusion. Basically, diffusion reduces the correlation between the plain text to the ciphertext at the end of the day, right? So confusion, right, obscures the local correlation between the input, right, the plain text, and the output, ciphertext, by varying the application of the key to the data. So changing how the key is used to encrypt stuff. Like, we'll use it here, we'll use this part here, we'll use that, okay, right? And then diffusion is hiding the plain text statistics, right? Statistics saying, well, we have this many E's, we have this many D's, we have this many C's, we have this many B's. Hey, what's up, Fair King? How you doing? By spreading it over a larger area of ciphertext. So, basically saying that the correlation between characters is obfuscated, okay? This is how you get the utmost security. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Okay. So, basically, there has been a backdoor in this. How long? How long has this been there? Multiple vulnerabilities, historic decryption, de-anonymization. This is bad. This is saying the crypto's bunk, you know?
Tetra radio users in general include national police forces and emergency services in Europe, military organizations in Africa, and train operators in North America, and critical infrastructure providers elsewhere. Midnight Blue will be presenting their findings at the upcoming Black Hat Cybersecurity Conference in August. The details of the talk have been closely under wraps, with the Black Hat website simply describing the briefing as a redacted telecom talk. That reason for secrecy was in large part due to the unusually long disclosure process. Wetzels told Motherboard the team has been disclosing these vulnerabilities to impacted parties so they can be fixed for more than a year and a half. That included an initial meeting with Dutch police in January 2022, a meeting with the intelligence community later that month, and then the main bulk of providing information and mitigations being distributed to stakeholders. Net Foundation, an organization which funds those with ideas to fix the internet, financed the research. The European Telecommunications Standards Institute, ETSI, an organization that standardizes technologies across the industry, first created Tetra in 1995. Since then, Tetra has been used in products, including radios, sold by Motorola, Airbus, and more. Crucially, Tetra is not open source. Instead, it relies on what the researchers describe in their presentation slides as secret, proprietary cryptography, meaning it is typically difficult for outside experts to verify how secure the standard really is. The researchers said they worked around this limitation by purchasing a Tetra-powered radio from eBay.
They reversed it. They hardware reversed it.
In order to then access the cryptographic component of the radio itself, Wetzel said the team found a vulnerability in an interface of the radio.
So they got it, they hardware and software reversed it. So they got it, they found the crypto chip, the onboard crypto chip, they took that, and then they probably put it into, an apparatus that they could use to actually interact with the interface and pull down firmware, software, etc. Wild.
From there, they achieved code execution on the main application processor. They then jumped to the signals processor, which Wetzel's described as something equivalent to a Wi-Fi or 3G chip, which handles the radio's signals. On that chip, a secure enclave held the cryptographic ciphers themselves. The team finally found vulnerabilities in that which allowed them to extract the cryptography and perform their analysis. The team then reverse-engineered how Tetra implemented its cryptography, which led to the series of vulnerabilities that they have called Tetra Burst. It took less time than we initially expected, Wetzel said. Most interestingly is the researchers' findings of what they describe as the backdoor in TEA1. Ordinarily, radios using TEA1 use the key of 80 bits. But Wetzel said the team found a secret reduction step which dramatically lowers the amount of entropy the initial key offered. An attacker who followed this step would then be able to decrypt intercepted traffic with consumer-level hardware and a cheap software-defined radio dongle.
This is great. A reduction step. Remember I was telling you guys yesterday about key shortening attacks. Oh my god, it all came full circle, baby. This is brand new news today. I couldn't have pre-read. Now you guys see how sometimes the streams is linked together like that, right? And we were talking about encryption yesterday, and we were talking about key shortening attacks, right? Yesterday, in the notes, right? In the notes that I put on GitHub for you guys. We were talking about these topics. Yeah, I was like, tomorrow there's gonna be a big crypto thing, you know what I mean? No, honestly, I had no fucking idea, precogputer. Yo, I'm gonna start calling you guys PewDiePies. Because everyone's like, we need a name for our chatter. You guys are PewDiePies now. Right? I think that's a good name. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. PewDiePies. You guys are PewDiePies. Alright. Never mind, it's too close. It's too close to PewDiePie. Never mind. Is it too close? Or can I use this? Can I re-co-op this? I don't think... Yeah, that sounds so close. It's very close. Can we reclaim it? Kind of like the N-word, you know what I mean? PewDiePies. Let's just fucking, steamroll the one of the biggest content creators of all time. Let's just steamroll. You don't know, pretty close. We can reclaim. I'm gonna let you guys vote. I'm gonna let you guys vote right now. Here comes the poll. Okay, we need some other... If it's fine with a trademark lawyer, I think it is, right? PPP. We're about to PP. Yeah, we're about to PP him. Or Pepe. I was gonna say we're gonna give him the Donald Trump treatment, the golden shower, real quick. Yo, you guys have any other ideas? That's the only thing I got. PewDiePies. Like cutie pies. You guys got a name for like Pewdies? You guys could be Pewdies. We could just keep it like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll put it in the poll. We need a name. The Pooters? No, that's you. You're just the one who's always pooping. Mr. Read and Poop. Pyuters, yeah. That's a good one. I love this song. Okay. The reduction step. This is a key shortening. This is a key weakening, key shortening, however you want to perceive it, attack. That is ultimately going to allow you to retrieve secrets. Dramatically lowers the amount of entropy. Oh, whoops. Right? In the initial key offered. So basically, you can decrypt traffic with consumer-level hardware, cheap software-defined radio. Very easy. I mean, 80 bits isn't long, right? 80 bits isn't long, but ideally, the Kayossis, yeah. Hey, yo, are you a Kayossi? Like, what did you call me? I love it. Holy shit, I love it. Yo, that fits. Put it in. Okay. Here, let's think though. Anyone have any other ones? Anyone have any other ones? That's a good one. That's a good one. I gotta admit. Hello, fellow Kayossi. Here, let's see. What are we? What are we? Existential crisis. What are we? Existential crisis. Pewdie? Pies? Pewdies? Kayossis. Kayossi slash yeah. So what am I? What's my purpose? You serve butter. Oh. What am I? Where am I? Who am I? What? Alright, let's see. PewDiePie's Pewdies, Kayossis. So we PewDiePie. Hello, Nabusi. Thanks for the Kayossi. Oh shit, what did you guys get up to last night? Oh man. Alright. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it right here. I will vote as well, because I'm a part of this community, you know. I'm going for PewDiePie's. Hey, I'm not judging, bro. You guys, hey, do what you gotta do. Hey. I support it. I ship it. Okay, so guys, I got the cybercrime news all stacked up. Help the Kayossis win, please. Go. It took less time than we expected, they said. Bro, honestly, you can get a cheap software-defined radio dongle for what, like 20 bucks? Like 20 bucks? Maybe I'm undershooting it. I might be undershooting it. Oh, and like 90 bucks? Still under 100, bro. Under 100 bucks. 33? I saw one for 33. Cheaper? Damn, bro. What the fuck? Wild. Oh, okay. Never mind.
This is a trivial type of attack that fully breaks the algorithm. That means an attacker can passively decrypt everything in almost real time. And it's undetectable, if you do it passively, because you don't need to do any weird interference stuff, Wetzel said. Not all current Tetra radio customers will use TEA1, and some may have since moved on to Tetra's other encryption algorithms. But given Tetra's long lifespan, its existence still means there may have been room for exploitation if another party was aware of this issue. There's bigger fish who likely found this much earlier, Wetzel said, referring to other third parties who may have discovered the issue.
Nation-state governments already know this. If these are used in military and police forces, nation-state actors already know this. There's no way. There's no way these guys were first. There's no way these guys were first. Guys, make sure you vote. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. You guys got to choose right now. The fate of the community is in your hands.
The researchers say they identified multiple entities that they believe may have used TEA1 products at some point.
Ain't no way.
They include
and it's not even like... I don't know if I would call this a backdoor. It's more like a key shortening. It seems like a key weakening, key shortening, you know, initialization vector compromise sort of attack. Someone has to... Yeah, I mean, this is a big name. Everyone's using these. That's like all the cop radios and things like that. And like somebody was saying in Baltimore, I forgot who it was. Yesterday somebody said in Baltimore they're starting to encrypt. I could look at the chat logs, but I'm lazy. They said, Alice, what are you doing, bro? Why you do that? He's screaming. He's like, he just does that randomly. He goes to the other side of my unit and he scream. But basically, yeah, these are used everywhere. These are used everywhere. Definitely found by nation-state governments. Multiple military agencies didn't respond to Motherboard's request for comment. Yeah, because they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They have you're like cryptography, and they're like, huh? I make children go boom in foreign land. You know what I mean?
In the interest of public safety, we do not share detailed information on our cybersecurity infrastructure. Linus Valens, a spokesperson for P9, which manages JFK Airport, said in a statement when asked if the organization used Tetra radios when contacted by Motherboard. The agency has robust protocols in place and employs the latest technologies and best practices. Safety for our passengers and customers always comes first, the statement said.
Okay. As somebody who's been to JFK Airport, I can't tell you that they do use Tetra radios. As a security brain-rotted individual, I can tell you they use Tetra radios. I've seen them walking around with them.
Most law enforcement agencies contacted by Motherboard did not respond to a request for comment.
The TSA
Swedish
uses
authorities declined to comment. Several radio manufacturers directed Motherboard to Etsy for comment. Claire Boyer, press and media officer for Etsy, told Motherboard in an email that as the authority on the Etsy Tetra technology standard, we welcome research efforts that help us further develop and strengthen the security of the standard so that it remains safe and resilient for decades to come. We will respond to the report when it has been published. Specifically on the researchers' claims of a backdoor in TEA1, Boyer added at this time, we would like to point out that the research findings do not relate to any backdoors.
Go,
the Tetra security standards have been specified together with national security agencies and are designed for and subject to export control regulations which determine the strength of the encryption.
So yeah, when they're saying they don't see a backdoor, I mean, they're saying it doesn't relate to any backdoors. Like I said, I believe this is a key shortening, key weakening attack that will allow you to compromise private communications, otherwise private communications. That's what I see here. That's what I'm seeing right now. So Tetra security standards have been specified together with national security agencies and are designed for a subject to export control regulations, right? This is just a ton of empty platitudes. They're saying, well, we're following best practices, but actually, your crypto system does not seem like it's following best practices. I mean, if you got an 80-bit key, also, this is a tiny-ass computer, right? Tiny computer. But if your crypto module is that easy to reverse, I mean, I'm not going to say it's easy, but they're saying they could do it with a cheap software-defined radio in just a little bit of time. So that does mean it's pretty easy. Like, obviously, this is a security issue. Right, so they're saying national security agencies. Well, we worked with them to design and specify export control. Like, are you saying? You're saying?
The Tetra security
what I see here is we're up to snuff as far as national security agency decides. All right, we're up to snuff. So like, what is that? Just it? Like, are you saying that these controls, like these designs are approved by the National Security Agency, therefore they're bulletproof? Or are you saying, well, they said we could do this, and then, yeah, there might be a little backdoor, right? No, you're not a backdoor. There might be a encryption weakness here. But, we're up to standards, meaning that the NSA or any other agency with sufficient technological prowess, which, just a couple of researchers, I guess, could potentially, reverse these systems. And is that intentional? Are you saying it was designed this way? Or are you saying, well, we're meeting standards, so fuck it? Okay? Oh, well, we can't conclude. We can't conclude here. We don't know what's happening in that dark room, right? Researchers stress the key reduction step that is discovered is not advertised publicly.
Intentional weakening without informing the public seems like the definition of a backdoor.
Weakening. You think they're just being lazy? Maybe.
Intentional weakening without informing the public seems like the definition of a backdoor, Wouterbox lag from Midnight Blue told Motherboard in an email. In Etsy's statement to Motherboard, Boyer said there have not been any known exploitations.
Yeah. So this is why people are calling it a backdoor, because of what I just said. Because of what I just said here. Designed with the NSA. Export control regulations. When I see this, I think spying.
In Etsy's statement to Motherboard, Boyer said there have not been any known exploitations on operational networks of the vulnerabilities the researchers disclosed. Boxlag from Midnight Blue said in response that there is no reason Etsy would be aware of exploitations in the wild, unless customers reach out to Etsy after detecting anomalies in their network traffic. Then with the TA1 issues specifically, since it can be passively intercepted and decrypted, there is no detectable interference, and Etsy not knowing any concrete cases seems like a bit of a meaningless statement with this regard. In response to some of the researchers' findings, radio manufacturers have developed firmware updates for their products. For TA1, however, the researchers recommend users migrate to another T-cipher or apply additional end-to-end encryption to their communications. Wetzel said that such an add-on does exist, but that hasn't been vetted by outside experts at this time. Bart Jacobs, a professor of security, privacy and identity, who did not work on the research itself but says he was briefed on it, said he hopes this really is the end of closed, proprietary crypto, not based on open, publicly scrutinized standards. Original reporting on everything that matters in your...
It is not going to be the end of proprietary crypto schemes, although I wish that came a long time ago. So basically, they're saying... buy an add-on. Yeah, it's never going to be the end. Buy an add-on. Sorry. Use a different cipher. Buy an add-on. Encrypt it again. Just double encrypted, doggy. Oh, here, let me throw that on. Hey, bro, I heard you like encryption. How about you put some encryption on top of your encryption so your encryption actually encrypts? It's like Exhibit. Hey, dog, I heard you liked encryption. How about you encrypt your encryption so your encryption's actually encrypted? Here we go. Let me put this on instead. We'll put on the little playlist here. We got one from me, one from Buffy Geek, and then one from Crapper here. We got Nicki Minaj, Itty Bitty Piggy. The sound. We're going to be hitting that interview prep later. We're going to be hitting the books. Brother, we're going to be hitting them books. We're going to be getting learned and turned, brother. So that's only, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would be surprised if this shit wasn't getting hit by nation-state actors. There's no way it's not. There's like no way in fucking hell that it's not getting hit by nation-state actors. Yeah, no worries. Oh no, not a tie. Okay, time to end stream. Bye, guys. We got a tie? Goodbye. No, I'm kidding. What do we got? We got, PewDiePie's. Okay, so we gotta fix that. We gotta do PewDiePie's and Kyosis. Oh my god, are you guys really gonna name our... It's all because of Nabil. I blame Nabil. Here we go. Now I'm putting it in all caps. I'm putting it in all caps. This is round 2 Electric Boogaloo. What are we? Kai Pewdies. Wait. That wasn't even an option. It was PewDiePie's. Kyosis. Should I add Kai Pewdies? Should I add a third one? Should I just like keep trolling and add another one? Keep adding more. Okay, I'm gonna add another one because I'm a troll. I'm adding another one because I'm a troll. R2. What's up, chat? What was the vote for? The vote is for the new community name. It looks like Kai Pewdies got the dub. So, you guys are Kai Pewdies now. Kai Pewdies, singular. Yeah, to find out who we are, it's an existential crisis. So if you see somebody, and you're like, are you a Kai Pewdie? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know. There you go. Kai Pewdie gang. Kai Pewdie gang. I don't know what I am. I'm scared. I'm scared, chat. I don't know who I am anymore. Alright. Just kidding, I'm Kai, the computer guy.